So she's much better now. And when that happens, I'm like, okay, it's time to clean this barn. Oh, that wasn't very good. Because I broke it. Like, what are you doing? Honey, what is going on? When they're the last one in the group, you know there's usually something wrong. Morning guys, it's Sunday. Last night Mark had a few hiccups. Ended up being a bit later night than we had originally anticipated. He's just refilling all the tender trailers. We got this one filled up, ready to go. We'll get everything set up so once he can go, he can just keep going. What a beauty day. See, this is why I don't like being on the grain side of the business with the camera, because exposure is terrible. I apologize. I'm very, very excited about this field, you guys. So we're only on our second field because of yesterday's adventures. Just a minute, let me fix this. So yeah, I'm very excited about this field right beside me, right here. If you remember, if you guys followed us last fall, thank you. I'm never really sure. Usually when I'm not filming about sheep, people kind of say bye to the channel. But if you are one of our OGs here with the whole family, thank you. If you were with us last fall, you would remember we are doing a collaborative beer project with our friends at River Road Brewery. They have a YouTube channel as well and a podcast, and they've just become really dear friends of ours. Very smart and beautiful people that their business is just the coolest thing. Even Jack has talked to Dave quite a bit about automating some stuff. So anyway, it's been a really cool relationship that we've kind of accidentally fallen into. Anyway, so this is our malted barley field. Let me get out of the picture for you. And we were not sure how it was going to fare. All our wheat and barley, everything that we planted last fall was kind of not a Hail Mary. We planted some in really good weather, but then it got so much rain in September and October. So we weren't quite sure what was gonna await us this spring. You kind of gotta let it do its thing over the winter and establish its roots and all the good things. But it looks really, really good. And yeah, so he's just continuing to put on this fertilizer, so he'll fertilize this barley field. And I think the winter barley will mature the quickest. So I think it's probably the first to come off in early July. So that'll be very exciting to follow that process. So I'll be sure to, hopefully between me and Nikki, we can figure out a way to kind of film the whole journey of this malted barley. And I'm very excited because I don't know anything about beer. I'm not much of a beer drinker. I wish I liked beer because I feel like all the cool people drink beer. Mark, on the other hand, likes beer. Morning guys. I kind of left you high and dry after I talked to you in the fields. Mark kind of had just a kind of a day, but we did get finished. So all the fertilizer is on the wheat ground. We also, I believe, he even had a little bit left over to do our hay field. Our hay was over there. We terminated it last year, but we left about 20, I think there's 20 acres here still. We are hoping to plant that side of the field, but we needed to get some fertilizer on it. We need to work the ground. We need to roll the ground twice, and then plant as soon as it gets dry enough. So they are calling for another shot of rain and some snow by Wednesday, and then hopefully after that we will be getting into some nicer spring weather, because we are knocking on May's door and this weather is more like early March. The other thing I realized as I'm editing, I'm realizing I'm leaving like pretty major details out of my vlogs. If you remember, last week I put in some new ewe lambs in with my 3 retirees. I never said who the retirees were. So Ruby, Big Mama, hi Big Mama, and Mama Red are my 3 so far. Hi gorgeous. So Ruby has missed a few breedings and she wasn't looking really all that great about a month and a half ago. So we've nursed her back, and her wool is growing back, and she's a lot more herself. Just her personality, she just seemed kind of depressed. So she's much better now. Hey? So I do have plans for these 3 plus a few that have just lambed that are gonna join them. I will talk about that in some future videos. I just don't want to say too much right now in case it doesn't come to fruition. Oh, you're so sweet. You just like getting scratched like your mom. Just like Ruthie. All right, I think today I'm trying to get some jobs off the list before Mark is requiring all my attention. And one of those things is to clean out this side of the barn. It's getting full enough that some of these gates are really hard to open. And when that happens, I'm like, okay, it's time to clean this barn. So I think I'm gonna start on this side and get majority of it cleaned out, hopefully by lunch. And then by lunch, I'm gonna text Carissa, she can come in and start cleaning off the sides. But I thought today was a good day because these guys aren't quite in their second cycle yet of breeding, so I figured I had a chance to do this and not cause too much interruption in their breeding. Mind you, they're doing some sniffing here. We won't show that though. Hey, gorgeous. How are you? I think I'll have to scab this up again because I broke it. Okay. Get their head in there, okay? Okay, let's move some sheep. Alright, there was one little other minor injury to my telehandler. And that's this. So. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. So I do break a lot of stuff, but I do try my best to fix everything I break. I got lucky with this one. I didn't demolish it. Not really sure what she's doing. What are you doing, Billy's mom? Okay. Maybe. Okay, I'm not near as embarrassed to show off my barn now. It's been a long, cold, hard winter in here, and it's finally feeling like spring for a few hours. It's supposed to snow again. Yeah, this side is cleaned out. This should be good till fall, I would think. If these fans do what they're supposed to do, this summer should be glorious in here for keeping the bedding at a minimum. We are almost actually out of straw bales across the road. We've talked to Joel, who actually buys our straw from us, so we're gonna buy some of our straw that he baled up last summer. We're gonna buy some of it back and replenish our lean-to across the road. The other good news is Jess just came home, so she is full of stories about school and the last day and the few exams she had to do this week. So that's nice. Both kids are home for the summer, so for sure you'll likely see them in and out of my videos. The other thing that I noticed when I was cleaning out the barn, Billy's mom in the back corner there, yesterday she was doing some rando things. I think I caught that on camera. And then today, she was upside down again. Honey, what is going on? What are you doing? You're doing this too much. What is going on? Hey? You alright? You okay? You alright? Had my eye on her, honestly, for a few months. I caught her earlier this year, what looked to be a seizure. What are you doing, honey? What are you doing? Billy's mom? Huh? Were you itchy or was that a seizure? What did we just witness? Hey? What are you doing? That was weird. I never saw her do it again, so I kind of chalked it up as weird. She looked like she was kind of scratching herself in the air. And then yesterday, when she was kind of leaning on the bunk, just some weird neurological things happening. So whether she's got some deterioration upstairs somehow, she's likely going to be joining Mama Red and Big Mama and Ruby when she's done weaning, but I don't know. For now, we'll just keep an eye on her. Insulated overalls again. Morning, guys. Last week Charlie was here and we typically lice treat when he is here. We decided to not do it then. We wanted to do it while we vaccinate. So today we are doing their final booster before these guys lamb. I like to do their clostridial vaccine about 6 weeks before they're due, which is right now. So I thought I'll combine two jobs into one. Usually that's hoof trimming, but I'm gonna just punch away at hoof trimming when I have a chance. While I got Carissa here, I thought we would do the vaccine because that's, timing-wise, that's the most important. But also do the lice treatment while we're doing this. Just combine two jobs into one, a little more efficient. So everyone's a bit loud. We like to work the sheep before they've been fed. We just find they stay, it keeps everything cleaner. Plus, they move better because they think we're gonna feed them at the other end of wherever they go. It's a sheep thing. All right, we're gonna get started here. So we have two vaccines we use. The older ewes, we still use Tasvax. It's just the program we've been on. I kind of wish they were all on Glamvac, but these guys are all ewe lambs. So we do all our younger stock with Glamvac. It protects against CL, which is the pussy abscessy things that you get that YouTube doesn't like me showing anymore, apparently. And they're clostridial protection. So these guys are all getting Glamvac. Okay, do you want me to vaccinate you lice treat? Is that working okay? Better than it was? I'll leave her there for bait. Our last ewe, I noticed limping the last couple days, and I knew I was doing this job, so I wanted to give her a good go over. And this unit is pretty nice for this. She's backing up now. So, if you can see, I've given her a painkiller and antibiotic. She's got a bit of swelling. She's got a little sore right here. I know, it's so nice. And a little bit of swelling right here. So she's just limping a bit. So I do like running them through just so I can check this kind of stuff. And when they're the last one in the group, you know there's usually something wrong. Want to go with your friends? Go get some breakfast? Alright. We are done that job for now. The one thing I had about, might have been a half a dozen ewes that should have got glam back, I ran out. So I thought I had lots. It looked like I had a lot, but I forgot that we had that whole group that needed just glam back. So I will be hoof trimming that group first. And what I did is I ran them through and I put a little orange paint dot on the back of their neck just so I would know when I'm hoof trimming. I have to run to the vet clinic, obviously, get some more glam back, but when I'm hoof trimming, I'll just give them their injection then. So I will have to get at that sooner rather than later, maybe this afternoon even, as poor Chris is cleaning up everything right now. Communication's not my forte. I never know what I'm doing in a day. But because we did a lice treatment today, I have to write it down on my calendar, lice treatment, because in 2 weeks this has to be redone. And the good thing is now Carissa can do this on her own. It is a job, so we will likely be in the fields in 2 weeks, fingers crossed. So she will be on her own for some of these management jobs, which really does take the pressure off me, which is great. So that would be May 11th. So I will put this down here, and then she can come into the office and check my calendar, and she keeps me on my toes and make sure that I don't forget big things. Do you guys remember the other day I had footage of Billy's mom standing on the feed bunk and doing like the, I don't know what she was doing. She was doing weird things to the air. She was just doing it again. What are you doing when you're doing that? I don't know if she's trying to itch her brisket. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you let me know? I'll be back. Good.